Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will teach you how to integrate log functions. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. Let's say we have y is equal to ln of f of x. So let's say y is equal to ln f of x. So therefore, if we differentiate this, dy dx is equal to, we differentiate the functions, that will give me f dash x and over f of x. So therefore, if we integrate f dash x over f of x dx, so that will give me ln of f of x. And of course, we add a constant c. So please take note on this for me. So if we integrate f dash x over fx, so the answer will be ln of f of x, okay? And we add a constant, of course, for indefinite integrations. So let's just go through a couple examples. First one, so to integrate 1 over x dx, so let's say f of x is equal to x. So we differentiate that, that is f dash x will give me 1. So this means that 1 over x is equal to f dash x over f of x. So therefore, if we integrate this, this will give us ln of f of x. Okay, we add a constant, of course. So this becomes, I repeat this because we differentiate this, it gives me 1. So that is f dash x over f of x. So therefore, we integrate this, will give me ln of the functions, that is x, and we add a constant c. But then we know that ln of x and x cannot be negative because we cannot take log of a negative number. So therefore, we just write absolute value of x. Okay, so that's it. That's the answer. Second one. So don't forget the rule is if we integrate f dash x over f of x dx, that will give me ln of the functions f of x. And of course, we need to add a constant c. So therefore, let's say if we have f of x is the denominator, that is x squared plus 5x minus 4. So if we differentiate this, so f dash x, and we differentiate x squared will give me 2x. And we differentiate 5x, so give me 5. And of course, differentiate a constant, give me 0. So in another word, differentiate negative 4 is equal to 0. So there you go. So this is f dash x, and this is f of x. So therefore, if we integrate f dash x over f of x, so will give me ln of f of x. So that will give me ln of f of x. So f of x is x squared plus 5x minus 4. And don't forget, we cannot take log of a negative number. So therefore, we just make sure this is positive. And then we add a constant c. So there you go. Question number 3. So to integrate x over x squared plus 3. So let me just write this down first. So let's say f of x is equal to x squared plus 3. So if we differentiate this, so that means f dash x. So differentiate x squared, give me 2x, right? So 2x, and differentiate 3, give me 0 anyway. So the f dash x is equal to 2x. But then we have only x here. Now to make it into 2x, so that becomes f dash x. So which is times 2. So let me just write on here. So if I times 2 here, we need to divide by 2. So that becomes a half. So now this is exactly the same. Let me just rewrite this. So this is equal to integrations of 2x I times 2 and I halve this. So don't forget, okay? So that becomes 1 anyway. Half of 2 is 1. Don't forget. So now square plus 3 dx, of course. So this means that this is f dash x and this is f of x. So we know that integrate f dash x over f of x is equal to ln f of x at a constant. So that will give me a half, that is a constant, ln of f of x. So that is x squared plus 3. So therefore, we add a constant, don't forget, and we absolute value. Or you can do brackets because x squared plus 3 is always positive anyway. Okay, so you can put bracket or absolute value, doesn't matter. Okay, keep that in mind. Question number 4. So integrate 3x over x squared minus 4. So let me just write f of x first. So we have f of x is give me x squared minus 4. And we differentiate this. So f dash x will give me 2x. But then we have 3x. Now to make it into 2x, so that becomes f dash x. So what I do, I take the 3 out, okay? So this is exactly the same as, I take the 3 out. So that becomes x over x squared minus 4 dx. But then I need 2x. So what I do, I just times this by 2 and I divide this by 2. So there you go, okay? So let me just write it out properly. So that give me 2 and this is 2. Okay, so keep that in mind. So now we know that this is f dash x and this is f of x. So integrate f dash x over fx. The answer is ln f of x. So let me just write this down. So this become, so this is 3 over 2 ln of x squared minus 4. And don't forget, we have to absolute value of this because we cannot take a log of a negative number. So you get plus c. There you go. Question number 5. So let me just write this down. So f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x. And we differentiate this. So f dash x is equal to 2x minus 3. And don't forget we have 4x minus 6. So we can take the 2 out or we can just times this by 2. Doesn't matter how you do it. But let me just take the 2 out, okay? So this is exactly the same as integrations of, I take the 2 out because 2 is a common factor. So it becomes 2x minus 3 and over x squared minus 3x. So now this is exactly the same. So let me just write this down. Don't forget this is respect to x. So I take the 2 out. So this is the same as this 2x minus 3 over x squared minus 3x dx. So there you go. So now we can see this is f dash x. And then this is f of x. So now if we integrate f dash x over f of x will give me ln f of x. So that is equal to 2 ln f of x. So f of x is x squared minus 3x. And we just absolute value this to make sure it is positive. Then we add a constant c. So there you go. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How do you go? So let me just go through them with you, okay? Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. So let me just write f of x is equal to 7x minus 8. So I differentiate the functions, that is f dash x will give me 7. So this means that this is f dash x divided by f of x. So therefore it becomes ln f of x. So that is equal to ln f of x. F of x is 7x minus 8. And make sure we absolute value of this, and then we add a constant c. So there you go. Question number 2. So if we differentiate these functions, it gives me 2x, correct? But we have 4x here. So what I do, I take the 2 out. So let me just clear this first. So that is exactly the same as, I take the 2 out, integrations, 2x over x squared minus 5 dx. So now if I differentiate these functions, will give me this. So that is f dash x over f of x. So that will give me ln f of x. So the answer is equal to 2 times ln of f of x. So x squared minus 5. Absolute value, of course, we add a c. There you go. Question 3. So let me just write down f of x first, okay? So f of x is equal to 2x to the power 3 minus 4x squared plus 5. So f dash x is equal to, we differentiate that. So 2x power 3, we differentiate that, give me 6x squared. So I write it down, 6x squared. And we differentiate this, will give me 8x. So we minus 8x, and we differentiate 5, a constant give me 0. So there you go. But then we have 3x squared minus 4x. So what I do, I can times this by 2. So that it give me 6x squared plus minus 8x. So 6x squared minus 8x. Okay, so what I do, I times it by 2 and I divide by 2. So just like times by 1. So I just divide by 2 here. There you go. Remember that. So now what I write, I just quickly write it down here. Equal a half integrations of, you times it together. So that give me 6x squared minus 2 times 4 is 8. So 8x over 2x power 3 minus 4x squared with plus 5. And then dx, of course. So now we can see that this is f of x. If we differentiate that, will give us this. So therefore, f dash x over f of x. So the answer is ln f of x. So that is equal to a half ln f of x. But f of x is 2x power 3 minus 4x squared. We add 5. And don't forget, we have to absolute value of this because we cannot take a log of a negative number. Okay, so we add a c. So there you go. Now, last one. So let me just write down f of x first. Okay, so f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 5. So to differentiate this, so that is f dash x, and we differentiate 3x squared, give me 6x. And we differentiate 5, it give me 0. So the f dash x is 6x. But then if you have a look at this here, we have 4x. So we need to make it into 6x. To make it into 6x is quite easy. What we do, we take the 4 out first, okay? Let me just write this down. So this is become 4 integrations of x, because I take the 4 out. 4x, take the 4 out, become x. And this become 3x squared at 5 dx. But then we need 6x. So what I do, I just times by 6. So if I times this by 6, and I need to divide by 6. It's just like times by 1. That's all. So now let me just rewrite this. So this is exactly the same as 6 here and 6 here. So there you go. So now we can see this is f of x. This is f dash x. So now the answer should be ln f of x. So now 4 over 6, we can simplify this. We can divide by 2 on numerator and denominator. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 2 over 3, okay? So 2 over 3 times ln f of x. And f of x is 3x squared plus 5. Of course, you can put a bracket if you like because it's always positive anyway. But let me just write it absolute value. Okay, just to be consistent, that's all. And then we add c. So there you go. And I hope you got all of them correct. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.